We've talked a fair amount about the interactions between speech pathologists and, for example, gastroenterologists. What do you see that could be done from our perspective that would enhance the relationship between a speech pathologist and a gastroenterologist, where there may be no relationship existing initially, and maybe even radiologists for that matter?
Yeah. Well, one of the things is strikes me as persistence. Just because you get rebuffed by somebody who, and going back to what I said earlier, I mean, you got to first start out and realize that not every GI doc is interested in swallowing problems. They're interested in things below the level. Yeah. And so sometimes it's as simple as identifying who's got the most interest, you know, before you pick on somebody who's doesn't have interest, and then they don't respond, and then you don't do anything else. Yeah. So I would, you know, usually you're going to be able to identify somebody that might have a greater interest. Then my approach is to gather together as much actually research-related stuff that I could find about these things that we're talking about, and actually provide the information, not just maybe the references. You know, give them the stuff so that they've got it. They're busy people; they can look at it. So, so it sort of says, I want to be, you know, I want to work with you, and I think we need to demonstrate as a field that what drives what we do is research related, because they're going to have that perspective, I think. Okay. So gathering together some things that would make them interested in what you do is important. The other thing is that it is entirely possible, and here's an example of something that used to come up all the time, is that somebody got referred to radiology that had suspected esophageal problem. Yeah. They lie them down, they get the study, and they aspirate during the study. Yeah. And so then the referral, because they aspirated, comes to speech pathology, right? You know, and so even though that study upright may be perfectly normal, okay, because they stopped the esophagram, I think it's important to use that referral line to sort of get back and say, hey, you know, I saw that you really didn't aspirate. I just wanted you to know, and build a relationship that way. So what I'm saying is the response to consults, either, you know, and ideally in person, but at least by phone, to say, I saw your, you know, rather than just a report. That, you know, is, and can be important in establishing
make it a
relationship.
Personal contact.
Make it a personal contact. And I know it's not always easy, in particularly in patient setting in a hospital, because people are busy. But and to be honest, I've been in a situation where it's new, and I come in and I realize that the person who is interested in dysphagia and esophageal things has actually done some work themselves in that area, and or did some other place with another person, and so familiarizing yourself with what they're interested in and sort of working that into the conversation can be very useful.